everyone, welcome to Channeling Luxury with Dani B. Today I want to show you the infamous heart bag by Chanel. We know it's incredibly difficult to get your hands on. Rumor has it that whether you were able to get on the list is very dependent on your spend in ready to wear. I don't have that confirmed by anyone that works at Chanel, but many people who have confirmed it with people who work at Chanel have told me the same thing. So if you had a hard time getting on the list, you may know someone, have a strong sales associate relationship, and maybe you were able to get on. It does come in other colors, very spring, summer bag. But if you had a hard time, there's a reasonable chance that it is because of your ready to wear spend. So something to keep in mind for the future. So I want to show you what the bag looks like. I was able to get one in black. This is the largest size. It's not the little mini, although I was very surprised that to me it's much smaller than I thought. When I looked at the photos in the looks, I thought it would be about this big. Maybe, let's see, what can I compare it to? Maybe a little bit smaller than the medium boy. That's what I expected. I know a lot of people have been really disappointed with quality, that the stitching around the edges has not been very good, that their phones do not fit, particularly in the outside pocket, which I think all of us expected the outside pocket to hold a phone. I can confirm it is much smaller than I thought. I was given a heads up about that as well. Nevertheless, I think it's really cool, and I like the black because it's a little more rock and roll coupled with the heart. I'm not a big heart bag person. I skipped the Louis Vuitton heart bag when it came out a little bit ago, a couple years ago now. I know it's done really well over the long term, and this one's expected to as well. I saw them on eBay for $9,999. They sell for the mid fives, so the price gap is pretty substantial. I saw them on reseller sites for $11,000. I think that's crazy, but if you love the bag, then obviously that's a better route than not getting it at all if you can afford it. So we'll take a look at it. It is true that, so I'm recording on an iPhone 13 Pro, not Max, and it's just about the same size as my 12. So I'm using my 12 for reference. Again, it's not a Max, it's just a standard 12 Pro. So I'll show you what the bag looks like, and we'll look at my little trusty tape measure here. We'll look at the dimensions of it. So the retail on this was $5,500. On the receipt, it says Agnia/black. A lot of them say that. And it says that the style number is AS319 1B07958 for those of you wanting to confirm something that you're buying secondhand. Of course, you still have to authenticate it, but that is the style number on the receipt. So let's take a look at it. I did unpackage it earlier, so we'll just go straight to actually looking at the bag. This one says heart bag gold medium. And then it says small underneath, or S underneath, 22S for summer. And then it has its little tag here, of course, same resale value that I had mentioned. So what can it fit? Not a whole lot. And I will show you a mod shot as well. Okay, so as you can see, the front, this is how big the bag is. So if you were to look on the side of my body, again, 5'4", it's about as wide as my thigh, maybe a little bit wider, but not much. And if you were to look at it over my face, that's how wide it is. So at the top, it is measuring just about 7¼ inches. For those of you using metric, it's measuring 19 centimeters. And then from very, very bottom to the top of the bag is measuring 17 centimeters, or about 6½ inches. And then one thing that did surprise me is it's not a very deep bag. So because it's harder to get things in it, I was surprised they didn't make it a little bit deeper. It's 2 inches. And so that's about 5½ centimeters. What can fit on the back? Well, this is a typical Chanel card, right? Where the receipts go. That's it. That's as good as it's going to get. You can push that to there. That's all. It's very tight, even very stiff, even more so than most of my other bags. So you're not going to get much more in it. Now the front, it is light gold hardware. That's pretty cool. I don't like the bright gold, so I'm glad they went with a light gold. And this one's fresh from the boutique. You can see it still has all of its protective layers on. This phone does not fit here. And again, this is not the Max. This is just the regular iPhone. Honestly, many of us have said, what was Chanel thinking to lack functionality in this bag? For this price, that was so coveted. So many people wanted it to really stop with functionality. Is pretty disappointing. It would have only needed an inch more and they would have been able to get a phone in here. I don't know what's going to fit in here, to be honest. I tried to put this in here and it won't close too easily. You really have to pull it down, which I wouldn't want to do. So this would be about the Max, again, that you're going to get in the front. Maybe a couple of credit cards in here. The pocket stretches about 1/2 inch. So you can see here, that's as much as it will do. So how do you get your phone in here? Well, we take the stuffing out. By the way, it does have, let me show you inside, burgundy interior here. And it has 2 inside pockets. That's kind of helpful, right? One of them spans almost the whole length of the bag. And the other one, well, it's about just as far. It does unzip. You see the little heart detail here on the side? That's pretty cool. That was a nice touch. It does unzip a decent way to that point. So you can open it up to here. Any more than that, you're really going to start stretching the leather out. So what does it fit? Well, it fit the stuffing, obviously. It's going to fit a small wallet, some car keys, and maybe a little, lipstick and a couple of other small items. So not a whole lot. Will it fit a phone? That was my biggest question. Honestly, this was going to be probably one I didn't keep if it didn't fit the phone. And I can happily say that it does, in the main pocket, fit the phone both sideways, horizontally, and vertically. So I can put it in this way, although it's difficult and it will fall to the side a little bit, but I can fit it horizontally with no problem. So if you're going to use your phone in this bag, unfortunately, it will have to go in the center, and then you're kind of left with a little bit of a useless pocket on the front. So let me show you how it hangs. So how does it fit? Well, first of all, you should know it does tip towards the front, as you can probably see. So when you have it on, it does balance out a little bit better. So this is the way it fits crossbody. And I think for myself, being as short as I am, 5'4", that the crossbody fit is nice. I don't like them to be overly long, and I think that that it's a nice size for that. I think it's a nice size on the body too. If it was too much bigger, I think it might look funny. Unfortunately, they did sacrifice, in my opinion, they did sacrifice some functionality and usefulness for the size. So those of you expecting that the larger heart bag will be bigger, you're going to be disappointed. If you're expecting that it will be cool, I think you'll like it. There's a lot of really awesome detail. I do think you be careful of the quality. I have seen some photos where stitching is uneven. I was told those were pre-production, but I also believe in the runway show, one of the straps actually fell off of the bag. I have not confirmed that myself, but I've heard that from a lot of sources. So if you have, and I don't know, you may just get the bag and have no choice, but do check it for quality because they have been having some quality issues, known quality issues as of late, the last couple of years. So rumor has it a lot of artisans retired and they've been training people and they just don't have the same level of expertise. So that said, this is the heart bag. This is the back of the bag. It's little, and I mean little, flap in the front. And overall, am I glad I purchased it? I am. I think it's a great addition to my collection. And you only get one bag a month now. So it will be my bag for the month and probably my bag for the quarter because taxes are due. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. And I hope you found this useful. If so, please subscribe and tell your friends. And thank you for watching.